Bayer Leverkusen has achieved an incredible feat, and after winning their first Bundesliga title in more than 120 years, they now have the chance to become the first German champion to win the title without losing a single match. This feat has only been accomplished by a few teams, so open your eyes wide because today on Football Memories we're going to look back at all the unbeaten champions of the European leagues. Winning a league is no easy task, but winning it without losing a single match is something only a select few can achieve. Xabi Alonso's Bayer Leverkusen has just made history by winning their first ever Bundesliga title, but they still have 5 matches ahead to maintain their unbeaten record as champions. The team from the Spirene has recorded 25 wins and 4 draws in 29 matches, reaching 79 points, enough to break Bayern Munich's streak of 11 consecutive titles. The first instance of a European champion going undefeated dates back to the previous century, when Preston North End won the English Championship in 1889. At that time, football was not yet professional, but it gave us the first unbeatable team, as they claimed the English title with 18 wins, 4 draws, and 0 losses. Once into the 20th century, the first case occurred in the 1930s in Spain, where both Athletic Club de Bilbao and Real Madrid won the championship without losing a single match. In any case, it must be emphasized that this feat is not usually taken into account, since at that time only 18 days were played, 20 less than in the current league. To see the first case of a serious undefeated champion, we have to travel to the Portuguese league, where Benfica managed to win the 1973 championship with overwhelming authority. In the 30 days played, the red team only gave up 2 draws and achieved 28 victories to win the title. Milan is considered the first case of an undefeated champion located in Italy. It was in the 91-92 season when the Rossoneri finished Serie A without losing a single game and recording a total of 22 wins and 12 draws. That team, led by Fabio Capello, was known as the Immortals and was nourished by the defensive security provided by Tacit, Verratti and Maldini, and the quality and physical strength of the Dutchman Rijkaard, Ruud Gullit and Marco van Basten. The last great Ajax in history completed a season to remember, and in 1995 etched its name among the undefeated champions. With Louis van Gaal on the bench and a superb team packed with promising talent, the Amsterdam team had an incredible year in which, in addition to winning the Champions League, they also managed to win the Eredivisie without losing a single match. 9 years later, Arsene Wenger's Arsenal appeared, and in the 2003-2004 Premier League season they had an extraordinary season in which they did not lose a single time. The winners racked up 26 wins and 12 draws, earning them the league title and the only Premier League gold trophy in their trophy cabinet. That Arsenal was led by Thierry Henry, but had other great players like Patrick Vieira, Dennis Bergkamp, Robert Pires and Ashley Cole. In the 2010-2011 season, Villas Boas's Porto also won the championship unbeaten. Ostrogos collected 84 points, won 27 matches, and only drew 3 throughout the Portuguese league. That Porto side took a 21-point lead over Benfica and, with Hulka and Falcao as their main scoring stars, completed a historic campaign in which they achieved the treble, winning the league, the cup, and the UEFA Cup. A year later, Juventus joined Milan in the list of undefeated Italian champions and won the 2012 Scudetto after a 7-year drought. The Bayern Canary team was managed by a newly arrived Antonio Conte and, although they lacked big stars, they achieved first place in Serie A without losing a single match. Juventus won 23 of their 38 matches, drew 15, and emerged champions with 84 points thanks to a solid defense. The last undefeated champions come from Scotland, where, although Celtic and Rangers usually dominate the championship with ease, they always end up losing at least one match. The first team to win the Scottish League as an unbeaten team was Brendan Rodgers' Celtic, who were crowned champions in the 2016 to 2017 season with 34 wins and only 4 draws. It took Rangers 4 seasons to match his feat, although they did so with worse numbers. With 32 wins and 6 draws, the Protestants won the Scottish League after a 10-year drought and broke Celtic's dominance in the British Championship. Throughout history, there have been teams that came close to achieving the feat of these invincible champions, but for one reason or another, they have come within a hair's breadth of making history. The club that came closest was Ernesto Valverde's Barcelona, who won La Liga in the 2017 to 2018 season after going 36 matches unbeaten, and only to be defeated in matchday 37 by Levante, who had already become the mathematical champions. However, the most curious case is Perugia, who finished the season unbeaten but failed to win the 1979 Scudetto. The modest Italian team finished the championship undefeated with 11 wins and 19 draws but finished second in the standings, just 3 points behind Milan. In the Argentine League and the rest of South America, there are more teams that won the league undefeated but, having a different competition system between openings and closings, we have preferred not to evaluate them.